Hello everybody and welcome back. As you can already tell, I'm taking a break from the PvZ. All right, we're gonna move on to something a little bit different. I believe this is just a random ladder match between, you know him, you love him, the red Zerg SortOf, who's already doing the extractor trick. For those that don't know, you put the extractor down, the supply for the drone comes out of your total supply. You build a drone, you cancel the extractor, it gets you an extra drone. It's honestly, I believe whenever they did the math, not that big of a difference, but I still do it. I like doing it, and he's doing it again. So SortOf clearly likes doing it. And down here at the bottom left, we have a Barcode Terran. Who did not GLHF. I just want to throw that out there. So who knows if this guy is going to be a Salty Nancy or not. And just like the previous games, I do not know this map at all. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at how the bases are laid out. This base, a little hard to defend. This one straight down, little easier. Well, yes, you can't get it on the right side. You can get it on the bottom. And we have rocks on the left. So it looks like this is the safest third base. Which is still a little bit of annoying. A little annoying to deal with, is this is a lot of space. You can get a lot of units past each other through here, so that's going to be rough to deal with. Sort of nothing crazy. We got the spawning pool just about to finish up, which as the second hatchery is finishing up as well. Which, holy crap, I've never seen this skin before. It's just Brood War Hatchery, and it's got the little eye. Oh my god, I love it. Or the Overmind, I believe. Barcode's coming up to scout. He's not going to see anything crazy. We do have a pretty early expand from the Barcode. I think it's because of the rush distance on this map. Just, like, eyeballing it, it looks like it would be quite a long rush distance. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's why they're not going to do that, or why he feels safe putting down this CC. SortOf is going to see it. We'll see if he chooses to punish it in some way or another. I doubt he really can, or if he even wants to. Because this Terran's MMR was significantly lower than SortOf's, so I'm hoping we have a good match. But the reason I even bring up the MMR is because when you have a higher MMR, especially a significantly higher MMR, you're typically going to be the better player when it comes to just understanding game mechanics and macro. So there's really no reason to like get aggressive or abuse someone with a lower MMR than you if your only goal is to win in practice. We do have SortOf continuing to poke this Reaper. The Reaper wants to get in, has not been able to, by the way. We've got a queen in position up here and two queens in position out the natural, so that's not happening. However, I'm really interested in this Terran build. We do have a 1-1-1 going on, meaning we built one barracks, one factory, and now we're going into that starport. Two Hellions on the way. They will not have blue flame. I don't see any sign that we are going to get blue flame either. We finally have a second gas going down. No gases on the natural. We have a third being built. Very, 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 very slow game so far. It's definitely already posturing to go into that late game. Which I'm fine with. I think seeing the late game whenever I'm getting back into the game and seeing what people are building along the way is really beneficial. Sometimes it's not the most fascinating thing to watch, but we will do our best to make it as interesting as possible. SortOf with the creep tumors going down, no surprise there. And here come the Hellions. So let's see what he can actually make happen with these Hellions. We also have a Viking on the way. I'll be interested if he builds more than one. I'm assuming the one Viking is just to chase down any overlords that might be near his base. Hellions are going to try to move in. They're actually going to meet up with the Reaper, of all things, surprisingly. And then they're just going to sit there. We do have a Spire on the way coming in from SortOf. So he either wants to go Mutas or he's just building it to get into the late game where he'll go for those Broodlords. However, a block with the Queens, or an attempted block at the very least, the Hellions are going to move in here. So far, they might have gotten a single Ling, maybe. We have a couple of buildings going down. We have an Evolution Chamber going down to block that, by the way, which was sick. And we have the Queens and the Lings now chasing down to kill the rest of these Hellions. who I believe have only killed like 2 Zerglings. They might get... No. I was going to say they might get a drone, but they don't even get a drone. Yeah, that was perfect. The evolution block, the moving of the drones, the attempted block by the queens, all of it. That was beautiful. They never had a chance. We have some scouting coming in with the Overseer. Where did that Viking go? Is it over here? Yeah, so I'm assuming this Viking's just going out to make sure there's no Overlords around, which is surprising because we do have an Overseer sitting over the 3rd, which is now finally going to get dealt with by the Viking. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got some Widow Mines coming down, tunnelings. We have a lot of Mutalisks being made. How many are on the map currently? We got 4 on the map with another 2 on the way, so not a ton. But they are going to go around and see what they can find. We got Lings running around, also seeing what they can find. Both players just sitting back and growing. And here's the problem with that. That benefits Zerg more than it benefits this Barcode. Especially in a situation where SortOf is probably just the better player here. At least according to MMR, right? MMR is not everything. But according to the MMR, at the current state, SortOf's the better player. So you've got the Zerg, who is naturally a better player, just macroing up right now. The Muta is going to go in and snipe some stuff, including one of the Widow Mines, which is surprising, by the way. Oh my god, if he's not careful here, he's going to lose the Mutas. He did lose 2, and another 2 are almost dead. A little bit of a slip up there from SortOf. He sort of slipped up, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have a couple more Mutas on the way now. They're going to take care of the Viking. I'm assuming the Viking went in to try to kill the 2 hurt Mutas. And considering there's only 1 hurt Muta now, they did get 1. Massive wall off from the Barcode Terran right now. I got to be honest. This being a Grandmaster Terran is surprising to me. Can I say that? Like, I mean that in the nicest way possible, because this dude clearly plays a lot. You can't be a Grandmaster and not play Starcraft a lot. It's been a bit of a sloppy game. That being said, not every game's going to be your best game. It's just not going to. It's not going to work like that. He does go in and get another one of the Mutas, which is good. Looking at the production tab, no huge shifts. I mean, we do have the use of Banelings coming out. Right now, they're slow Banelings, so we're not going to get too much out of them. They did get a few Marines, and the Medevacs are going to do their best to get the hell out of there before the Mutas can catch them. He does drop the Marines, though, in an attempt to try to get some, more of these Mutas. I'm actually surprised he didn't attack that. I think it's because the Lings weren't there, so he didn't want to just waste 2 Mutas cleaning that up. But I don't know. I think it might have been worth it, considering he's, like, in my opinion, slightly ahead right now. In both supply and what's the drone count? We have 73 to 67. So it's pretty close, actually. Because Zerg's always naturally going to have a few more drones than the other races if things are going pretty standard, you know, / well. You have the 4th coming up here for the Barcode Terran. Muta's going to try to come back in, see what they can do. And they're going to come into this army who's been rallied. Oh, but the A move by the Barcode at the last second there does mean he's going to snipe one of those Mutas. Very good snipe there. Because I'm pretty sure all of that was just rallied over. I don't think they were on attack move. I think that was a reaction from the Barcode Terran. So honestly, I'm eating my words. I'm going to shut up. This Barcode Terran's doing fine. I don't know what I'm talking about. I will say, though, don't support... Hold on, I gotta pause the game. Don't do this. I don't care what rank you are. If you can avoid doing this, don't do this. And I'm not talking about the ability. If you need the ability to not be supply blocked, that's fine. Don't do it on the wall that has the highest percentile chance of dying, considering if this dies, that's 2 depots. Because even if they only get that one, that's 2 depots instead of 1. Anyway, we have a little bit more harass trying to come in from our Barcode Terran, but SortOf on top of it. He is going to move the Mutas over, too, to try to snipe the Medevac. It's been a while since I've seen Ling Bang Muta at a high level, and I'm really happy to see it still around. Because for a while there, Ling Bang Muta, even versus Terran, whenever I was still playing, it became less popular. I forget what they were doing other than that. I think it was mostly like a Roach Hydra style build, but... it's been a minute, so, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt. We do have a dropship looking for damage, does see the expand instead. Mutas in the meantime, though, going to try to snipe the missile turret, and they do get it, and a few SCVs as well. He's trying to get as much done as he can. He does get out of there. Oh, lots of Widow Mines, though, to deal with anything that comes through. Again, gets another missile turret. And I will say, he's getting a little bit of damage done with these mutas. Oh, but in the meantime, we do have a drop, by the way. He's getting some damage done with these mutas, but honestly, he's mostly just killing turrets. And here we go, 2 supply depots do go down, which lets 2 Banelings in, which do not do any damage. But this is what I'm talking about, by the way. Imagine if this one was over here. That would have been 3 depots instead of 2. It's just not a good supply drop. Obviously, I know that there's people out there that'll say supply drops in general are bad, because if you're supply dropping, it means that you're just not building supply depots correctly. So make sure you're building supply depots correctly, and then you don't have to supply drop. Blah, 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 blah. The best players in the fucking world are going to supply drop sometimes, because this is a hard-ass game, and you're doing millions of things at once. If you're going to supply drop, just don't do it on the front wall. That's all I'm saying. All right. We have a maxed out Zerg now. And Terran is reaching that max using the sensor tower, getting out the Thors. The Thors are here mostly to deal with the Mutalisks. And then we actually have some Marauders being built as well. Now, this could be because Lean Bane tends to transition into Ultralisks. But as of right now, I would assume that it's mostly to deal with the Banelings, because we have not seen any Ultras on the field yet. And you're probably thinking, why? Why would the Marauders deal with the Banelings? Well, they deal with the Banelings because they're going to take a lot more splash damage, and they're bigger from the Banelings than the Marines are. However, a huge run by. This time it does get the actual supply drop to depot. And this one's probably going to die too. Is he going to repair it? Oh, by the way, these Widow Mines have been amazing. It does go down as well, which means he's officially supply blocked. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, during all of this, we've seen a huge increase of sort of just kind of throwing the mutas at things. Oh my god, he's getting all these depots too. Oh no. In the meantime, he's going to try to wrap around to do as much damage as he can. But as I was saying, well, first, hold that thought. Let's see what these Banelings do. Oh, they're not actually doing that much. That's really good splitting. Straight up, that Barcode Terran just split like a god. That was awesome. But as I was saying, he's being a lot more aggro with the mutas. It's probably because he's trying to free up the supply. That many mutas is good for a while, but then it becomes very bad, especially when the Thors come out and you're trying to, like, switch over to something like the Ultralisks. In the meantime, I just realized we had a huge runaround from SortOf. He's getting in here doing a ton of damage to the 3rd base, and he's trying to get in here to the 4th base, but that is a planetary fortress, so it's a lot harder. But unfortunately, the Barcode not really doing a lot with these mutas. Lings. He's not doing a very good job cleaning it up, and they're doing a ton of damage. In the meantime, he does get the base of SortOf. However, he's trading the entire army to make it happen. Lots more Banelings and mutas coming in to try to clean this up. And they will clean it up. And I don't know if the Barcode Terran is going to be able to come back. He has lost a ton of, like, economy. He's probably producing out of his mind, don't get me wrong, but look at the money. He's not going to have money to produce soon. He's barely mining on his only base that's, like, got any SCVs on it. The mutas know where they need to go. Oh my god, I didn't know Overseers kept up with mutas with speed. I mean, it looks like they're slightly slower, but that's amazing. If you're playing really well, you can just snipe the fucking Widow Mines. That's sick. I didn't realize how close that was. We have a new base coming up here for SortOf. Again, we do have some mining going here for the Barcode Terran. Tons of mules on this base. Now, we're going to pause for just a quick second. This is good for emergency situations. He's using that supply, but guys, remember, the speed at which they're mining, this is going to mine out so fast, which is going to leave him, again, on one base. So it's good temporary relief, but it's going to cause problems as things go forward here. He's going to not get the Widow Mine, take a ton of damage on these mutas. A lot of them are quite squishy now. This is why the Overseer method is really good, but you have to be on top of it, man. If you're not on top of it, it just takes one Widow Mine and all your mutas are at a 4th health. Or they lose a 4th their health, rather. He's really trying hard right now to do damage with the mutas. And he's getting damage on turrets and things, but he's losing a lot of the mutas. Do we have an Ultralisk Cavern? We don't have an Ultralisk Cavern. So does this not transition into Ultras late game anymore? It looks like it might not. So why is he throwing the mutas away? Just because he's ahead? Possibly. He did try to take the gold base, but it's going to take a lot of damage. I don't know if he got any drones in the meantime. I don't know if he'll even be able to protect it. He's trying. That's a lot of banelings, along with the mutas. He's going to chase him down. He does get a medevac or two. He's not going to saturate the gold quite yet. He is mining there. He's going to be mining on the right-hand side again. And take a look at the minimap, guys. This is now almost mined out because of the mules. And this right here is, look, it's starting to mine out as well. He needs to figure out how he's going to expand. He's going to go up here and punish the gold base again. SortOf is going to try to move in to defend it, but at the same time wants to move in to attack this base with the planetary, which I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is worth it. This is not worth it. This base is almost mined out. However, oh my god, the amount of SCVs he just got with those banelings. I will admit getting the SCVs was really good, but I don't know that overall that was worth it. This base is not worth attacking. This base, hella worth attacking. This base, it's not bad, but if you're going to trade, it's probably not worth it. All right, SortOf moving, or I'm sorry, Barcode moving in. Try to make sure that the gold base is not mining, and it's not, and he will actually get the hatchery here, which is good for the Barcode Terran, but again, he's on an economic timer right now. He needs to make something happen. The new command center he was building is almost finished. He does not get the SCV building it, which means that it is going to actually finish up here. He gets the rocks in the meantime, which is good for the Zerg for run-bys and things like that. The Zerg being chased down, though, by the Barcode Terran, while the Barcode Terran is attacking the base up here. So SortOf now going to have to deal with the main army while defending the space. The hatchery does go down. He does have 2 mining bases still, though. The banelings and mutas are going to run in here and actually deal with the main army quite well, but that Barcode splitting is genuinely not bad. This man knows how to split if he knows how to do anything. But again, he lost everything in that. Zerg still at 182 supply because he's able to rebuild it. There are the Ultralists. I still kind of know what I'm talking about. Good. The Zerg now moving in, and honestly, I don't know what the Barcode can do. I think this is over, guys. The Zerg's gonna go crazy. There's so many entrances to all these bases. He doesn't have the units to be able to defend it. He is gonna start floating the CCs and stuff, but that's it. GG called from the Barcode Terran, and it started as a slow game, but became a very fun, fast game. And all right, it seems like TvZ, similar to how it was whenever I watched it originally. And that was a fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next replay.